Hey everyone, it's Tim here, and I wanted to bring you this video about how you can buy homes with little to no money down. I'm going to give you 3 strategies today that you can literally put into play right now. Why am I doing this now? Well, because I believe that now is the time to buy a home. See, I just listened to Jerome Powell, that's right, the Fed chairman, speak in front of the Senate Banking Committee. And some of the things that he said, and I'm going to show you guys some data, some things that I wanted to go over with everybody out there to show you my perspective. By the way, my perspective is going to come to you as a mortgage broker and a real estate investor myself. When it comes to real estate, my personal favorite is buying Airbnbs. But let's just go over some data today and talk about how you can get into an investment property. Maybe you want to do an Airbnb. Maybe you want to get a couple of Airbnbs to supplement your income and eventually do it full time. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 unique ways that you can buy a home right now with little to no money down. Okay, so the first way to buy a home with no money down, with little to no money down, is when you own a home. A lot of people don't know this, but you can convert that home into an investment property while you go out and buy another property with as little as 3 to 5% down. Okay? What you can do then is go ahead and make the offer on the next primary residence that you want to buy if you've got the 5% down or the 3% down. Then, as soon as you buy the new primary and you move into it for a year, you can actually rent this one out and be awarded the income in addition to your monthly income that you make on a regular basis. That would be in a conforming or a conventional type of a loan, which is going to give you obviously it's going to give you the most preferable financing available for single family homes. Okay. So that's way number 1. Okay, we call that converting your primary residence into an investment property. And what's nice about that, especially like in this market, you might be able to get more money than your current mortgage payment. And you don't have to refinance it into an investment property loan, which we all know it carries a higher interest rate than a regular loan where it's a primary residence. So let's say you had a 2.5% or a 3% interest rate. That's a great interest rate on an investment property. So way number 1, turn your current home into an investment property and go ahead and buy a new one with a little bit of down payment. All right, let's go right on to tip number 2. You can actually use your home as the equity in your home, and you can actually go and get a second mortgage against that home to use as a down payment on the new home. So point number 2 is similar to point number 1, where we're going to convert our current primary into an investment property, but in this case we may need to get a home equity line of credit. That way we can keep that interest rate in the 2s, or even a second mortgage loan. In this particular case, when you don't have the 3 or the 5% down, you can use the equity from the property. Now, when you're applying for the home equity line of credit, make sure you let them know exactly what you're doing and that the intended occupancy is not primary residence, but investment property. And you should be able to pull this one off with practically no money out of pocket, as you're just going to use the equity from the current home, which is, by the way, it's not a taxable event. At least that's what I've been told for my CPA, but I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a CPA. Make sure you get your advice on what's particular to you. Way number 3, and I think this is the way that a lot of other creators or YouTubers out there, they want to explain how you can buy a home with no money down, you don't even need good credit. Here's how you would do that. First, you would need to find somebody who's willing to sell you their home. Okay, so they're going to sell you their home because they're in need of someone to buy it. Sometimes they need a little cash up front. Sometimes they just need someone to take over the payments. Maybe they're upside down and they don't have any money coming to them anyway. Whatever their situation is, what you can do without assuming a new loan or getting a new loan is you can go to that person and make a deal where they finance the property for you, meaning you're making the payments to them. Maybe that's a little bit of cash flow above and beyond. Maybe they have an $1,100 payment and you can deliver $1,200 or $1,300 a month safely to them. Still cash flow from maybe an Airbnb rental, or just rent it out to somebody that's looking for a home to rent. You know, that's practically just cash flow at that point in time. So if you get $2,000, $2,500 a month, maybe take a little tax write-off too. Again, I have a CPA, check with your guy, but take some tax advantages, deed that property over to you, and do some kind of balloon payment, or even just ask them for the 30-year fixed. They may be willing to carry it for a full 30 years, or until you need to refinance it and take some cash out whenever there is some equity in it, after it's cash flow for a while. So here's 3 different ways that you can buy an investment property for little to no money down. Guys, my name is Tim, and hopefully if you guys like these little tricks and tips on real estate investing, subscribe to the channel, consider liking. Folks, I'll see you next time.